Hey guys, welcome to episode number 91 of OG Toys. I'm OG. Today we got a really awesome review for it. Now this is totally unexpected. It kind of just came out without even a lot of attention for myself anyways. This is the Mega Bloks World of Warcraft sets. They just were released in Canada. I picked up about 5 sets today at my local Toys R Us, and I am incredibly impressed by this new series from Mega Bloks. Now I've only bought basically the Power Rangers Samurai minifigure sets that came out a while ago. Thought those were really cool. They look great with my Lego. And now these new guys have come out, and these things are absolutely brilliant. The amount of articulation and detail on these things is probably the best I've ever seen in any mini form of a figure or any kind of creature building set. It is phenomenal. This is probably one of the most interesting, definitely one of the most impressive sets I've ever seen. A World of Warcraft, probably the most popular online game ever produced. It has millions, probably billions of fans following it and playing the game regular, daily. I've never been one of those people. I've never played the game, but I've been aware, of course, the commercials for the new game, and every time there's some sort of expansion pack, and I've just been really impressed with all the visuals from the cinemas. And wow, the last game that came out, the commercials looked like it was something out of a blockbuster movie. It was really impressive. But these things from Mega Bloks, wow, I'm kind of speechless. I've never thought I'd even collect these, but wow, they are impressive. Let's take a first look, a little more detailed look at the first figure. It's called Swift Wyvern. Now, it's a 24-piece set. The set number is 91020. I got this for about $14 retail here in Canada at my local Toys R Us, and really impressed. I love the way they combine these crazy looking creatures, these mutant beasts, with tigers, werewolves. They got winged creatures. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it's definitely the stuff of epic fantasy and role playing, which we've been accustomed to for years. But I'm just going to show you some of the details on this creature, and it's pretty phenomenal. Really sturdy plastic. It's a soft rubber material. But the paint applications and detailing is absolutely phenomenal. There's no paint smudges, no pieces that don't fit in properly. I've heard some bad stuff about Mega Bloks, and man, I am so impressed with these things. They are phenomenal. And the figure itself, let's take a look at the figure here. Now, this guy's name is Scarbuck. He's a Terrarian hunter. Now, I have no idea what this really is. He looks like a Minotaur dude. But the detail on this minifigure is top notch. You can see all this white bone, and there's not a single paint smudge that bleeds into the red whatsoever. It is done perfectly. He has this crossbow weapon that attaches onto his hand, and again, just awesome detailing. They have a little pin here that you can attach their weapon to. I'll just show you that. So it keeps them, keeps it out of the way, and it just looks cool to have this huge weapon on your back. And another thing, these things are super customizable, and I love that about mini-mates, and I'm definitely going to be looking forward to getting more of these figures. And the articulation these guys have, it blows anything Lego's done. It's comparable with some of the mini-mate stuff, actually. So you got a ball-jointed head. Okay. You have ball-jointed shoulders. You have the pin at the elbow. You have articulation in the wrist. You can do 360 on that. You have waist articulation. You have a ball jointed leg. You have a pin at the knee. Now, comparing it to a Lego figure, these are almost the same size. And I'll just show you Aragorn from Lego Lord of the Rings. And you can see some of the height difference here. It's definitely more comparable with the mini-mates, but I just wanted you to see how comparable they are with Lego. Now, you can see they're totally different. This guy is so hyper-articulated and detailed, whereas this is more the traditional block figure, and by any means, it's still a beautifully well-done Lego figure, but wow, this is almost like taking a 6-inch action figure and just shrinking it down into like a 2.5-inch form. It's really impressive. They did a fantastic job with it. Now, customization, they playing up a big theme on these guys for being super customizable. And everything does come off very easily. Like you remove the head, you take this pin out at the back, the armor comes off, and you have this really articulated, well sculpted body underneath. And what's cool, all this armor does not impede any of the articulation whatsoever. Everything's on a ball joint, everything's made to be removable, which is cool to see. So you can swap out pieces with your other characters and so forth. These arm pieces do come off on the shoulders. Let me show you real quick. And there you go. It's just really going to be something that is going to be a lot of fun to build and collect a lot of these figures just to customize and make an army of whatever you want. Like, these are such amazing looking figures. So let's just put, oh, this is on the right way. We can just put his head back on into this small little ball joint on the top here. We got the plug-in for the back, and it just goes into this hole. That's right there. It just plugs in, and it keeps the armor, his chest armor, in place, so it's not going to fall off or go anywhere. And of course, you can put the weapon on in the back. And his weapon itself is actually really well done. Take a look at this, guys. A really nice looking skull. Definitely looks like a bow and arrow, or excuse me, a bow. No arrows, but you can pretend maybe it's an energy bow or something like that. I don't know, maybe it is in the game, but definitely an amazing looking figure. Extremely well done. Very reminiscent of Battle Beast. Now, there are these little minifigures with actually probably 2 points of articulation just in the arms. And those came out in the 80s. They made tons of them. They were kind of a hybrid warrior with some sort of animal. And very reminiscent of that. There is new Mini-Mate Battle Beast coming out probably this fall. But I wonder how they'll compare with these. These guys are unbelievably impressive, though. Amazing. Now let's take a look at the creature this guy rides on. And its name is Swift Wyvern, I guess. And just some really nice detailing on this guy. Beautiful color scheme. You know, the burgundy, the yellow, and silver just looks awesome. He has his clear, transparent wings, which I'm probably sure they used on the Dragon series, which Mega Bloks did for years. What's cool about this guy is how easy the build was. Like, I mean, it comes with a couple bags. Each bag is segmented. There's about 3 bags, very small. But the thing is super easy to build. I mean, basically, you're just putting on some ball joint pieces onto the body. And it plugs right in. This is some extra armor that comes onto the leg, which of course is fully removable. And it just looks amazingly well done. This is the saddle that the figure rides in, and of course that just comes off. You can plug in the harness onto the side here, and the figure's on a full ball joint. For the head, you can move it pretty much any way you want. A really good range of movement as well. You got these wings here attached to his leg, and of course they're movable. You can get those in some pretty funky poses too. But it just captures a lot of this fantasy stuff. Like, just imagine these guys in a 6-inch format. Super posable. Yikes, that could probably be one of the coolest figure series I've ever seen. But just in these minifigure forms, they are impressive enough. Really nice detail on all these guys. Just so well done. You know, they could have left this belly part unpainted, but they painted it, and that's a good touch. It's great to see. Just some really impressive sword and fantasy kind of figures. And of course, there's some other figures with vehicles, and they're helicopters. One's, I believe, some sort of like a bike, like a not a tricycle, like a chopper, excuse me. And it's pretty impressive as well. So it's interesting to see this kind of sword and fantasy epic series of World of Warcraft brought into these minifigure form. Very He-Man-ish. Let's put it that way. Master of the Universe, a sword and fantasy. You know, the battle of good versus evil. It looks like the bad guys here are the ones with the red insignias, and I'll show you that in a second. I'll show you some of the box work, and the boxes are really impressive as well. Can't believe how well it turned out. You got this really nice picture of the figure, and it's basically, you can see there, it's raised print above the box here, and it's a sturdy box. Really not as flimsy as some of the Lego boxes, and it does have etched details all around the side here. These are raised Lego glyphs, if you will, to make this map. On the back, you have some more of the figures that are available in these sets, and these are the minifigure sets. And of course, all the pieces are removable, and the armor to customize and build. and it's just very impressive, really well done. Now the instruction manual, we'll take a look at that. And basically it's just the building instructions. It's pretty simplistic, of course. Like I said, it's just plugging in some sockets. And it goes for a few pages, folds out. And then on the back here, it gives you a breakdown of all the pieces. Another cool picture of the character as well in the back. There's a watermark. And some more instructions on how the figure sits in the harness. And then some basically the exact same pictures that were on the back of the box. So it's a pretty nice looking manual, and a very simplistic build. Like I said, you're not going to be challenged too much. And there you go, guys. This is a 24-piece set. Like I said, it's about $14.99 at Toys R Us. Very impressive. You cannot go wrong with these. If you have any inclination branching out from Lego, or maybe even the first time trying some of the Mega Bloks product, you're not going to go wrong with this stuff. If you're a big fan of World of Warcraft or have never even heard of it, you're doing yourself an injustice by not picking up these figures, because they are simply amazing. So there you go, guys. I don't find any real fault in these guys. They are fantastic, and we'll be reviewing some more of the figures very shortly. So thanks very much for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you soon.